What's up guys, welcome back to another video and thank you for being here. Before we get started, just a reminder, if you like these kind of videos, make sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you're not already yet, and let's go ahead and get started. So this week's price action has been confusing, but if you do understand the overall picture of the bigger time frame, you'd understand why we're moving these type of ways. Just a summary from my previous weekly analysis, I told you guys that we're pretty much targeting and headed for the all-time high back again on NASDAQ and ES. But what did really happen, because all-time high was put in on Tuesday, and then after that we started dumping down and we never actually reached the all-time high of the bigger time frame. And it is very annoying and confusing, but if you do not look at ES, you will not understand the reason why. So let's go ahead and look at ES on the daily time frame. So ES on the daily time frame, what did we do? And here's what we did. This is all-time high, and there you go. This was the liquidity sweep, and ES achieving and getting and making a new all-time high on ES after that specific day. So this was Tuesday, and Tuesday was a higher high than ES right here. This is Tuesday and Wednesday, so we had another SMT between Tuesday and Wednesday of ES and NASDAQ right here. So this is another reason why we started dumping, and Thursday came around and Friday, and we just straight up dumped. Here is Thursday and here is Friday, and we straight up dumped. And we pretty much kind of achieved the previous weekly analysis that we talked about of achieving and targeting all-time high again, and this is exactly what we did on ES and NASDAQ. It didn't really, just to leave an SMT divergence on the top between the all-time high and what we reached on Tuesday, so to show another confluence that we're gonna start dumping from here. So this is what pretty much happened. And even if you understand my weekly analysis on NASDAQ, you would just be targeting the higher time frame bias, which is long, and I'm pretty sure you would have watched and seen a lot of longs ideas. As you can see, starting from Monday, you can look here and get a lot of long ideas. Monday is not usually the best though, but here it is. Tuesday was the big all-time high that we reach on NASDAQ, but even though you could have seen and looked for reversal points and a good long setup to form, which, for example, we can see that this fair value gap right here, bearish fair value gap, turned into bullish right here. So that can be a really good trade, and it would be trading from this high or from this candle close, and you would be targeting this high, for example, and ultimately this high and these highs, which we kind of did not reach to until the end of the day right here. This was a really good long idea here, but again, pretty much most of those trades were not really good, just because Tuesday and Wednesday set the market for a reversal on ES reaching an SMT and changing the whole idea, because the target was hit on the bigger time frame, which is reaching the all-time high again, and then starting to break down and get a short ideas from there. But if you did not look at the bigger time frame and just took my word for it of trying to take long, this is what you would have put yourself into. Not really incorrect, but you will still be able to get some really good trades. And right here, for example, this is the PM session. We got really long ideas here, and we started breaking up and getting all of these liquidities. And even on Wednesday here, when S&P reached all-time high, NASDAQ was kind of lower, and you would not really pay attention to that. You'd just be looking for long ideas. So you would be looking to trade or enter a trade pretty much here, stop loss below this inversion for value gap right here. and this would be your trade idea, and targeting this high right here. The price moved a little bit crazy, a little bit hectic, coming down to the entry point back again multiple times, but the ultimate target did hit. So, and that's what pretty much is important when you're trying to align the bigger time frame with the smaller time frame. And we can go and check Tuesday right here, or I mean Thursday. This was the amazing long idea. Even look guys, like all of these long ideas were kind of against the bias because of the S&P reaching the all-time high, and you should be looking for short ideas on a smaller time frame just because the ultimate target was hit and all-time high was hit, and we made the SMT and we're starting to break down. But nonetheless, you will still see a lot of ideas of long and shorts, and you will be able to take your profit. So for example, this trade right here, your stop loss would be below the IFVG, or the inversion fair value gap, and targeting the 0.5 of this range, which is right here. And even if you put your premium and discount up there, your 0.5 would expand a little bit, giving you 1.2, 1.55, which is really good. But again guys, all of these long ideas were basically against the bias starting of Wednesday because of S&P reaching all-time high, and Nasdaq started to break down on Thursday and Friday. So you should have switched your sentiment and your bias on a bigger time frame. And Friday, we just melted down on Friday because of the SMT and reaching all-time high on S&P. If you could have taken any long ideas here, you would absolutely get destroyed. And it is fine to get some good ideas one day and the next day you lose. That's really fine. But pretty much if you would have paid attention to the sentiment, this is the IFVG that you would have been taking, and just targeting any liquidity, which is, this is the recent liquidity right here, previous day low, low of day, and you would be targeting basically 120 bucks of price action and giving you 3.59 RRs. But this is if you would have, of course, looked at the bigger time frame and saw that the sentiment changed or the bias have changed. Going into next week, what am I expecting and what are the objectives and the daily and the weekly analysis that you should be looking for to get yourself set up for the next trading week? I told you guys multiple times in the past of my weekly analysis that this was a consolidation area, right? So we pretty much had an SMT on the top here between ES and Nasdaq, and we should be going down. But since we did not really have clean price action here, we continued back into going into consolidation here. So what I would be expecting the price to do is just basically something like that, right? So I'm expecting the price to be a little bit weird, and that's fine, I guess, but it's just because we're coming back to this consolidation area. I'm expecting the price to be a little bit zigzaggy or snaky price action. So this is the 0.5 of this big consolidation range. I'm expected the price to go down here to the 0.5, find the support, to go up again, go down, some sort of liquidity, go down, leave a big fair value gap, react from it. And basically our target is still the same from a couple weeks back or a couple videos back of the weekly analysis, and the target is to reach the 0.5 of this big range on the weekly time frame. So this is the weekly time frame, this low here and that high here. This is the premium discount, and this is what I'm pretty much looking for. The price is to come down here to the 0.5, and we can find a retracement to it, and we can find support from this area, as well as having this PPR. The weekly is better right here, this fair value gap. and just coming down to this 0.5, but taking, while going to that target right here, taking out the liquidity of sell side that is marked with blue lines right here. So, and this is equal low right here. So pretty much this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for shorts. The market should continue going lower, but I am expected that the next week is probably going to be a consolidation. After that huge sell-off on Friday, the market is going to consolidate a little bit. What good areas and level to do that other than reaching back to the consolidation area and finding support and resistance, but eventually the bigger time frame should be aligning to go short to the 0.5 retracement of the weekly time frame. And that's pretty much it, guys. The last thing I want to mention is that the MyFundedFutures expert promo accounts are still on sale. The sale will end next week, February 28th. So make sure if you're planning on purchasing any of the MyFundedFutures expert plans, make sure to grab yourself one. The expert plan is an amazing plan. I reviewed it multiple times here on my channel. You can go back and watch my older videos on the expert plan reviews. And make sure when you're purchasing anything from MyFundedFutures and Take Profit Trader to use my coupon code Kemo, or the link down in the description below, to give you the highest and greatest discount that is available at this moment. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.